Toilet time is thinking time, our little prologue. There are more people than you'd think who, during their private business, suddenly develop a surprising thirst for knowledge. In the old days, you'd grab a newspaper either openly carried into the restroom or smuggled in under the radar of office life. And if nothing else was within reach, you'd settle for the back of a toilet cleaner bottle, as long as there was something to read. Then came Apple, and with one small device that fits in your palm, the bathroom became a gateway to a new era. Access to the world of knowledge while seated, with Wi-Fi, and a swipe of the thumb. Thanks to smartphones and their glowing siblings, this often taboo moment of letting go can now be transformed into a moment of learning. And that's where we come in. Our mission is simple but bold: to plant seeds of philosophical thought in this quiet time, short, sharp, and entertaining, so you leave not just relieved, but enlightened, ready to sparkle in your next conversation like a freshly cleaned sink. This little intro comes before every episode. Of course, you're welcome to skip straight to the content. But for those already seated comfortably, happy relieving and enjoy the ride. Imagine you just want a cup of tea at a cafe, and suddenly there's a vote. Tea, coffee, or kombucha? Welcome to democracy. Why democracy at all? Why not just let someone decide? Someone smart? Or loud? Or rich? Karl Popper would say, the question is not, who should rule, but how do we prevent anyone from having too much power? Democracy is like IKEA. You have to build it yourself. It takes time. You screw things in the wrong way. But in the end, it stands because you did it together. The alternative? A pre-assembled cabinet from North Korea. Looks stable, made of cardboard, and you're not allowed to rearrange anything. But it takes so long. Yes, it does. But as Winston Churchill once said, democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others. Democracy doesn't assume everyone knows everything. It assumes no one knows enough alone. John Stuart Mill said, truth often emerges through its collision with error. A wise king? Sounds great. Until he gets tired. Or dies. Or Kevin inherits the throne. In democracy, you can vote out a government without chopping off heads. That's progress. Democracy is like pizza. Not everyone loves every topping, but no one goes hungry. Dictatorship? That's like pineapple on pizza. If you don't like it, tough luck. And you're not allowed to say so. Immanuel Kant once said, man must free himself from his self-imposed immaturity. That's what democracy is. Not convenient, but human. Not always right, but correctable. Not perfect, but better than anything we've tried so far. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up or down. Doesn't matter, as long as you're allowed to. That's democracy.